Geeta, I'll start with you on that big meeting between the Indian Foreign Affairs Minister and the Chinese Foreign Affairs Minister. There's been a change of guard in China, the new Foreign Affairs Minister coming over for the first time. Is this just a courtesy bilateral meeting given the fact that they're all here for the G20 Foreign Affairs Ministers meeting, or do you think because Xi Jinping is going to be in India in September, there is a possibility that China and India have to make some progress before September to lay the ground for Modi and Xi to meet in Delhi?
Well, Rahul, I'd say it's the latter. The fact that China has to be present in two very important summits that India is going to host, that's the SCO mid-year, and then later the G20 summit in September. So there are two very important summits, not just one. And China, SCO is China and Russia's baby. So you would want Putin and Xi Jinping's representation at the SCO. Whether if there's going to be forward movement with Qin Gang coming, who's tipped to be the state councillor very soon, is something we'll have to wait and see. There are a lot of niggling issues between the two sides. It is not going to be, it cannot be tied over with one meeting, but this is a very crucial meeting if, as Vinay Quatra, our Foreign Secretary, said, there is an expected bilateral. If that comes through, there will be some maybe forward movement in how they would want things to move forward. Post Galwan, we've had one very big bilateral visit by Wang Yi to India, and this is the second very big visit by Qin Gang, who is tipped to be a very important person in CPC.
Sushant Sareen, your reading, does Qin Gang come with a mandate of ensuring that the needle moves forward? It hasn't so far in the boundary talks. It's been deadlocked in certain areas in the Depsang Plains. Will there be some forward movement tomorrow and going forward, given that she has to come to India later in the year? Or do you think this is just going to be a very basic courtesy meeting without any substantial takeaway?
Look, I think all the courtesies will certainly be extended. I don't know how substantial the takeaways will be. I wouldn't be very surprised if there's some minor movement forward, and that is then showcased that, you know, as things are moving forward. Otherwise, we really haven't seen any indication coming from Beijing that they're ready to back down on the kind of aggressive policies which they followed along the LSE. In fact, quite to the contrary, if you look at the kind of propaganda stuff which is coming out of there, it seems that they are kind of doubling down on their adventurism. So whether there will be that big breakthrough, which to my mind is that, you know, you go back to the situation as it was before August 2020. And if that is not going to happen, then yeah, there might be some incremental progress. You know, they will come up with a nice statement which will be looking forward to talking some more and then trying to sort out these issues. But if Wang Yi's visit did not lead to any major breakthrough, then I would be a little surprised if this visit is going to lead to a major breakthrough.
Okay.
And in any case, if a breakthrough has to happen, then I think even if they're preparing the ground, then that breakthrough will happen if the two principals are meeting. But will the two principals actually announce a breakthrough at a time of a summit meeting and then overshadow that summit meeting? So I'm a little skeptical if that's
no, but if a breakthrough is to happen, it might happen in the build-up to that summit meeting. So by the time she lands in India, sab changa si. Now that's just the idealistic, looking at it from the outside perspective, Vivek Kharju.
Yeah, but then that overtakes the entire other
possible.
Meeting.